How beautiful would have it been to swim in the seas without fearing the poison, to play with my friends under the shade and cover of towering and strong trees without fearing the boiling heat of the sun or the chaotic rain, to go out, feel the breeze and breathe the fresh air without fearing that on the next second my lungs and heart would die out, to be able to discover, protect and be with sightly plants and magnificent animals without fearing of missing them, to be able to interact with people freely without fearing the exposure of diseases, disordered climate, and frequent natural disasters brought by the nature's revenge. How beautiful would have it been indeed.
These situations can and will be of your children's or your children's children if we don't take action now. The situations expressed in these statements are neither at its worst nor at its least, but one thing's for sure, they're getting worse and close.
Good day everyone, my name is John David T. Montayre, an ABISD student. Welcome to my creative and educational vlog. Today we're gonna talk about Laudato Si.
5 years ago, 24th of May 2015, Pope Francis promulgated the first encyclical devoted to the environment, our Mother Earth. This leaves us Catholics a question on why should we care for a common home?
For Pope Francis, the answer is simple. As part of God's creation, we are all interconnected. The environmental challenges we are undergoing and its human roots concern and affect us all.
Pope Francis reminds us that our common home is like a sister with whom we share our life and a beautiful mother who opens her arms to embrace us.
We have exploited Mother Earth as if there's an unlimited supply of resources. If we take a look at it in a bigger picture, such maltreatment is merely for short-term profit. Yet, its grave consequences are surely long-term, affecting not only ourselves, but also to the future generations to come. In other words, we are only bringing destruction to ourselves.
Humanity has progressed so much that it has sadly and gradually forgotten its responsibility as a steward. What is happening to our common home? For Pope Francis, there are 7 things that trouble our world today. Number 1, pollution and climate change.
The Earth, our home, is beginning to look more and more like an immense pile of filth. The throwaway culture is becoming more prevalent. The climate change affects us all, environmentally, socially, economically, and politically. But it is the marginalized or the poorest communities who suffer its effects the most.
Number 2, the issue of water.
Water is an indispensable factor for human life and for supporting terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. However, the availability of water, especially the fresh drinking water, is decreasing. Its scarcity is affecting multiple societies, especially in its agricultural and domestic aspects.
Number 3, loss of biodiversity.
The Earth is being stripped of its natural forests, which entails the loss of species. The loss of thousands of plant and animal species deprive us of an extreme and important dependence of resources in the future, not only for food but also for curing diseases and other uses.
Number 4, decline of the quality of human life and breakdown of society.
Human beings too are creatures of this world. Cities have grown unruly and it has become unhealthy to live in as they are inefficiently run, filled with pollution and crowdedness in a world of cement, asphalt, glass and metal. The society is deprived of its physical contact with nature.
Number 5, global inequality.
The deterioration of the environment and of the society affects the most vulnerable people on the planet. Fishers and farmers are stuck in a difficult situation to support themselves. Locals are often exploited by the multinational corporations, even to the point of expelling them from their own land.
Number 6, weak responses.
Too many interests, politically and economically, which hinder the address for the common good. Thus, the pleas of the affected are stomped.
And number 7, variety of opinions.
According to Pope Francis, the present world system is certainly unsustainable from a number of points of view, for we have stopped thinking about the goals of human activity. If we scan the regions of our planet, we immediately see that humanity has disappointed God's expectations.
All of these problems are due to the root causes such as technology, technocratic mentality, anthropocentrism,
practical relativism, employment policies, biological technologies, and human greed.
In accordance to Pope Francis' call, I believe that it's never too late as we still have the ability to work together in building our common home. And protecting the planet starts with ourselves. A step taken is better than none. As a child, brother, student, citizen, and steward, these are the things that I can do for Mother Earth in guidance of Pope Francis' encyclical Laudato Si.
Number 1. Pray and strengthen my faith of God.
I believe that faith should be the foundation of action. I will always attend masses and share my faith with others.
Number 2. Educate myself further.
By educating myself more, I can better understand the importance and the value of natural resources.
Number 3. Volunteer.
As an environmental advocate, I've always been attending seminars regarding sustainable development. Moreover, I also volunteer for cleanups in the communities. Seeing the environment clean is satisfying and reassuring, and surely I'll do it again.
Number 4. Uphold the 4 R's. Refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
In refusing, I can cut down the waste by simply refusing to buy individually packaged items and single-use plastics. Instead, I can bring and use my own metal or bamboo straws, eco bags, plates, utensils, cups, and among others. In reducing, as a consumer, I should only buy the necessary things. Buying less means throwing away less. I will take care of my own clothes, shoes, or bags so that they don't wear out quickly. And I will donate any unused to the charity instead of throwing them away. In reusing, I will reuse old jars, pots, and bottles. I can also use the boxes as a container for something else, such as gifts, and keep the ribbons or strips for wrapping presents and other things. In recycling, I will sell recyclable items to junk shops, or I can just recycle them into new things.
Number 5. Conserve water and electricity.
I can conserve the water by using less water in showering, turning off the faucet while washing my hands or brushing my teeth, and not throwing away the used water but instead using them for washing other things. I can conserve the electricity by not always using the electric fan. Instead, I can just go out and feel the cool air or use the manual fan, and turning off the lights or other electric devices when not in use.
Number 6. Plant a tree.
Trees provide food and oxygen. They help in saving energy, cleaning the air, and combating the climate change.
Number 7. Care for animals.
Animals have lives and can feel pain too. We live among them, not above them.
Avoid public transport when possible.
I can just bike or walk if it's a distance that is convenient. Plus, it benefits my health too.
Number 9. Decrease meat and dairy consumption.
Consuming a vast amount of livestock in our diets means more livestock agriculture as a source of methane. These methane released into the atmosphere traps roughly 30 times more heat than carbon dioxide.
Number 10. Support local food produce.
Buying locally is good for the environment and local economy because it cuts transportation costs.
Number 11. Maintain and improve the habit of stop and pick up.
This means stop littering, pick up trashes, and put them in the proper bin.
Number 12. Connect and spread the advocacy.
First, I'll always make myself updated of the news globally, especially about the environmental issues. Then, I would share this to everyone as to make themselves aware too. Second, I will participate in petitions and seminars about preserving the environment and invite others to join as well. Third, I will also openly and productively interact and compromise with people of different opinions in order to achieve better and mutual solutions. Lastly, I will share to the people the teachings of the Catholic Church, since most of the people always busy themselves and fail to connect with God. As a result, failing to integrate themselves to the Catholic teachings of the Church, an essential part of Catholic faith. Overall, I believe that there's no such thing as little or big, or minor or major when it comes to helping. It's not about the amount, but the willingness to help. It should be noted that every facet of our lives should give glory to God. Moreover, let us not let our future generations suffer in longing. Pope Francis implied that hope would have us recognize that there is always a way out, that we can always redirect our steps, that we can always do something to solve our problems. Hence, let us not wait for hope, but be the hope.